Eyes for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of paradise. Ha is for Hajj, the blessed pilgrimage. Kha is for Khatem, the seal of the prophethood given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Da is for Deen, Al-Islam, religion with Allah since time began. That is for dhikr, remembering Allah, and rise for the month of Ramadan.
Embracing Wakfu program for oneself or on behalf of the parent is Sadaqat Jariyah that we afford the dua Jannah be easily key into Wakfu program by bequeathing part of your estate, landed properties and other assets for the sake of Allah. Proceeds or rental fee from these assets shall be judiciously utilized by the tested and trusted Z&S Wakfu Foundation to bring succor to the needy and provision of social amenities and economic empowerment. You can also make a donation of a minimum of 10,000 naira that Z&S Wakfu Foundation will collect to procure assets that are economically viable. No doubt, Wakfu is highly rewarding. Contact Z&S Wakfu Foundation, Suite 12, Tafabalewa Square, Lagos. Call 080-3538-2911. With Wakfu, your asset will earn you Jannah. Be easily live. Be a partaker.
Did you know there are over 88 million people in Nigeria who live in extreme poverty? Did you know more than 70% Nigerians hardly get the 3 square meals a day, many of whom are Muslims?
Eid al-Sa'id, let's enjoy this happy day. Eid al-Mubarak.
As this year's Eid al-Adha gets closer, many families won't be celebrating since there is no means.
The Eid is around and we are so happy that the Eid is around. Many Muslims are happy, while several others are not happy because they do not have the means to slaughter ram. Why not let us join the Prophet ﷺ in his own Qurbani way, the way he slaughtered his own ram. He bought one for himself and bought one for several people that will not be able to make it. Now, we can as well do that. We started this project over the years in Zakat and Zakat Foundation. Our approach is that we gather this money, we encourage people to buy their own and buy for those who will not have the opportunity. Previous year, we were able to cover as much as 27 states, where several families benefited from the meat distribution for them during this Eid celebration. We are appealing this time around to please join this project by making your own donation. You can decide to buy a cow, you can buy ram, you can buy sheep, and you can as well make a donation. Nothing is too much and nothing is too small.
Your donations and contributions will go a long way to put smiles on the faces of many Muslims and their loved ones.
We have done it before. We can't do it again. With your support, we will provide enough ram for the downtrodden in the society. Not less than 7,000 families have benefited from our project. This year again, we intend to do that through your support. And we know you can do it. And we know you have been doing it. Therefore, I implore you, let us cash into this wonderful opportunity to earn a lot of reward from contributing to this great project. You can give us a cow, you can give us a ram, you can give us a goat. No charitable offer is too small. You can even contribute money for us to afford to be able to buy these things and distribute to the less privileged in the society.
Donate to our Qurbani project today and help make many Muslim families happy. Jazakumullahu khairan.
Enjoy this happy day. Eid al-Mubarak. Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.
أعوذ بالله سميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Viewers, once again we say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, today we want to consider this brief topic: advantages and reward in goodness to orphan? What are the advantages in taking proper care of orphans? What are the rewards one can acquire here on earth and in the day of judgment for doing good to the orphans and their mother widows? In the hadith of Holy Prophet ﷺ, he remarked, "Man ala thalathatan min al-aytami kana kaman qama laylatan wa sama naharahu wa ghada wara'a shahiran sayfa fi sabilillah wa kuntu ana wa huwa fil jannati ikhwana." Prophet ﷺ says, the similitude of whosoever admits into his family 3 orphans, and it's just it does very good to them, is just like a devotee who prays at midnight and fast the next day throughout his life. That's the reward. And shall have reward of a mujahid in the cause of Allah, someone who strive in the cause of Allah throughout his lifespan, and shall be a brother close to me in paradise. So these are the 3 lofty rewards Prophet ﷺ mentioned. Number 1, an unfailing reward of someone who does tahajjud at every night and fast the next day throughout his life, or someone who is always in the cause of Allah, mujahid in the cause of Allah throughout his lifespan, or someone who will be ranked or who will be honored so much closer to him in the day of judgment in paradise. May we be one of those ones. In another hadith, Sahal bin Sa'ad radhiyallahu anhu said, reported was saying, "Ana wa kafilul yatim fil jannati hakadha wa ashara ila sababa wal wusta aw farraja bainahuma," rawahu al-Imam Bukhari. On the authority of Sahal bin Sa'ad radhiyallahu anhu, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with him, he said, "I am good caregiver to orphans will be in paradise like this." He, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, thus pointed with his 2 longest fingers, his 2 fingers, the index and the middle finger, like this, that we shall be like this in paradise. That hadith is related by Imam Bukhari. On the authority of Abu Huraira also, he said, radhiyallahu anhu, he said, "Kafilul yatim lahu aw li ghayrihi ana wa huwa kahataini fil jannah wa ashara Malik rahimahullah bis sababa wal wusta," rawahu Muslim. That on the authority of Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, guardians of orphans from among his relatives, Prophet says, guardians of orphans from among his relatives or from other non-related families would be like this, with me in paradise. Malik rahimahullah then pointed with his 2 fingers, index and the middle finger, like Prophet ﷺ did, as reported earlier by Sahal bin Sa'ad. This particular hadith is related by Imam Muslim. So we could see the reward in the day of judgment. Even he may be having one problem or the other, it is embedded that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive him, because there is no way you move that the head will not shake. There is no way you'll be so much good, so much dedicated to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that will not have one shortcoming or the other. But for the fact that you have treated very well an orphan, Prophet ﷺ even said, if you have recorded in your life good treatment of 3 orphans in your life, he said, enough for you a certificate to paradise and elevation to be so close to him in Jannah. We may not say it is Jannat Firdaus, but Prophet ﷺ will not be giving something less than that, lesser than that, because he's the best man, the best in piety, the best in worship, the best in all ramifications. And Allah is ready to accord him the best place in Al-Jannah. And someone who is taking proper care of orphan is also promised to be so close to Holy Prophet Muhammad sallam in the day of judgment. Here we condemn the powerfuls who malhandles some subjects, the orphans, or arrogantly succeeded in making millions and thousands of children orphans, becoming orphans on heart, and their mother becoming widows, only to oppress or to demonstrate supremacy over others. It should be reminded that life is turn by turn, as Allah said in Quran 3, Surah Al-Imran, verse 140, that وَتِلْكَ الْأَيَّامُ نُدَاوِلُهَا بَيْنَ النَّاسِ. Muslim experts in sociology also submitted that one of the major causes of economic recessions, pandemic poverty, and austerity is the act of disregard for orphans and their mothers becoming helpless in the society. See Quran 89, verse 16 to 19, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَمَّا إِذَا مَبْتَلَى Surah Al-Fajr, وَأَمَّا إِذَا مَبْتَلَاهُ فَقَدَرَ عَلَيْهِ رِزْقَهُ فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي أَهَانَنِي. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tries him or accords him with a trial, فَقَدَرَ عَلَيْهِ رِزْقَهُ, and cause economic recession into his provision, into his economy, it's not booming, rather it's dooming. فَيَقُولُ, then he says, رَبِّي أَهَانَنِي. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has downgraded him, has debased him. And Allah says, Kalla, nay, not exactly like that. You don't look into the root of the cause. Balla tukrimuna al-yatim. What had happened is that you disregard the orphans in your society. Wala tahadduna ala ta'amil miskin. And you do not bother to feed the poor. So when we do not bother to feed the poor, when majority of the populace, of the citizenry are suffering hunger and thirst, and we feel comfortable where we are as an authority, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is promising the powerfuls, the economic powers that be, is challenging them that they will soon face doom, they will soon face recession. And in fact, the government or the authority concerned may be doing so well, but some are there as saboteurs, sabotaging the efforts of those on authority to ensure that the citizenry are well catered for, and then causing thousands and millions of children becoming orphans, and a good number of women in thousands becoming widows. We know what we record in Nigeria. We said it, that nothing less than 1,000 orphans are being recorded on daily basis because of the death of nothing less than about 5,000 on daily basis. And if we had to put this into, probably we'll stem it down into gender distribution, we say at least 1,000 out of these 5,000 are men. Then you could see that yet and the majority, 95% of Nigerians are youths at their productive age. You discover that we recording this number is great for a country to manage. And whosoever happens to be the cause of such a thing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is promising them recession, is promising them dooming, is promising them torture and punishment here on earth and in the day of judgment. Where is Pharaoh, who did that, killing thousands of children of Israel on daily basis before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rescued them through Prophet Musa alayhi salatu wasalam? You could record in history Prophet Yusuf feeding a whole nation, saving a whole nation from hunger, and his name continued to shine in the history of the world. Where do you want your own name to be written? Where do you want your own name to be put? So we pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help those who are helping the cause of the widow and the cause of the orphans. May we be one of those that will be elevated close to Holy Prophet Muhammad in the day of judgment in paradise. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر لكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.
Please kindly introduce yourself.
The head monitoring and evaluation officer for Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, and by extension the project officer for most of the projects of the foundation.
Why are we in this cowyard?
We are preparing for the 2024 Qurbani, and by that we need to get cows, ram, goats, the animals for the celebration. So we are here where the animals are kept to see the ones we are going to be selecting for the Qurbani celebration, to see how healthy they are and their state of health, because the Qurbani is a religious affair that specify the types of animal to be slaughtered. It has to be healthy and it has to be well and good for slaughtering. Also is the age of the animal. So we are here to ensure that the animals that meet the criteria in terms of age and their health status, to come and see and select them, and afterwards we send to the various areas along about 27 states in the federation. Though some say we'll be doing more than one, but at least those are the various states that will be benefiting from the Qurbani 2024.
What are the criteria to be a beneficiary?
In Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, we have two beneficiaries, the donors and the recipients. So for the donors, we always call out to them to partake in all our acts of charity by donating from the excess Allah has blessed them, and even from those who don't have so much, donate something that we can use to benefit humanity. So they are beneficiary in terms of earning the reward and the blessings of Allah on what Allah has provided for them. Then for those who are less privileged, these are the second beneficiaries. So these animals, when we get the fund from the donors, we procure the animals, process them, and give it out to the less privileged in society, among whom are elderly people, pregnant women, people living with disability, widows, orphans, indigent families, all people who have one challenge or the other, who could not afford to slaughter ram or even meat, we give it to them. Those are the second set of beneficiaries. So we select them to benefit, but for those who are wealthy, we select them, we reach out to them so that they can give from what Allah has provided for them to earn the reward from Allah.
Can I apply or can I nominate a less privileged family?
The beneficiaries are selected using our representatives in each state. We have our representatives. They go around to select. Most times, we have pool of beneficiaries. They may be up to 100. So we now assist them based on the scale of their needs. So for anybody that is a needy, he only needs to get in touch with our representative in each state or location and meet them. They will note his or her details and get across to him or her when those benefits come around. So stylishly you apply, but not formally. Once you get to our offices or our contact person, they take your details and they can get across to you when those benefits come in place. But basically, we have offices in 8 states of the Federation presently, but we have representatives in 27 states who attend to people that need support from Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation.
What is the target of Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation for this year's Qurbani?
For each year we set our target, and this year our target is 100 cows. at the minimum, then the ship is unlimited. But we usually target to make like 1,000 or thereabout, so that we can give each state something meaningful. You know, even if you slaughter 20 cows in a state, you know, but at least you can give like 3, 4, 5 cows to a state. Thereby you can benefit like 200 people, or in the long run like 1,500 people in each state will benefit from this project. So our target is to reach out to 100 cows, and we are still far from our target, just about 30, 40 cows so far. So we still call for more donations so that we can reach out to more people.
How and where do I send my money to as a new donor?
So we have made access to donating to us so easy. You can meet any of our contact person and it gives you the account number to donate to. Thereby, the state-specific donations are noted. Each state, they generate funds through our contact person. Then you can also visit our website. When you get to the website, you see the portal where you can use to donate. We've been receiving funds through the website as well. At least in the last 2-3 days, we have received close to 2 million naira through the online payment. So that's another access. Then you can always reach out to our office. Our hotlines are around that you can call for donations as well.
Is it permissible for someone in diaspora who do not have access to buying or killing rams or cow to donate all to Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation?
For everybody that wants to donate, we have made donation easy. For those who can afford to buy a ram, like a donor who did that yesterday, you pay 220,000. That's our benchmark for ram. For those who want to do cow, 550,000 is the benchmark. For a goat, it's 120,000. Anyone you want to buy, you want to donate for, you can send the money in that full amount. But there are some other people, they cannot afford to buy a cow, a ram, or a goat. We also allow part donation, like crowdfunding to benefit people. So all those ones are allowed, like 5,000 you can donate. Thereby you are a partaker in a good cause. So all those avenues are available that you can use. Either you donate a ram, a cow, or a goat, or you donate part of the money. It's as low as 2,000 naira for anybody to contribute, so that somebody who doesn't have much too can be a part of the good work. For a cow is 1 cow to 7 shares. As the Quran, the Islam, the Sharia has stated it, 7 people can come together to kill a cow, and each of them will have a reward of doing sacrificing for Allah. So also many people can come together to buy a goat or a ram. In that way, you are just doing Sadaqat for a cause. But to have the reward of killing the ram, as Islam has specified, 7 people can come together to kill a cow, or less than 7. They can come together. So for those in diaspora who doesn't have holiday or cannot even buy and kill ram on the road, we will encourage them also to send their money. We will kill the qurbani on their behalf, and they will have the reward. So all those ones have been done, and we receive donations from abroad for such purposes as well. Sending of rams to each area has started, and it will continue till Eid day or a day after Eid. So, but for the slaughtering, we have budgeted the day of Eid, that's the 10th of Zulhijjah, up to the 13th day of Eid. So we have some areas that will be doing on the Eid day, some will be doing the following day, 11th of Zulhijjah, some on the 12th, and lastly on the 13th. So all those days of slaughtering that the Sharia allowed, the Ayyamu Tashriq, will be used to implement the project this year. So all those days have been noted, and they are going to be used for implementing the project.
What is your final word for it?
You know, this is something that is time bound. It's not till eternity. So we want to encourage a donor or donors that are here to partake in this project, to key into it, reap the benefit. The door is still open. You can still donate up till each day or the second day, and you still have the reward. So for the donors, we are still calling on them to come on board and be part of this project. Also, somebody who is challenged too will also be assisted. Just reach out to us, we will get across to you, and you'll be given a parcel for the Eid, to celebrate the Eid. All our concern is that everybody should be happy on the day of Eid. And one of the joy of the day of Eid is to share the meat to everybody. And that is still open up till the 13th day of Eid of Zulhijjah for the donors as well as the beneficiary. So we want to implore you to take opportunity of this period so that you can earn the reward. Allahu Alam.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.
Did you know there are over 88 million people in Nigeria who live in extreme poverty? Did you know more than 70% Nigerians hardly get the 3 square meals a day, many of whom are Muslims?
Eid Sa'id, let's enjoy this happy day. Eid Mubarak.
As this year's Eid al-Adha gets closer, many families won't be celebrating since there is no means.
The Eid is around, and we are so happy that the Eid is around. Many Muslims are happy, while several others are not happy because they do not have the means to slaughter ram. Why not let us join the Prophet ﷺ in his own Qurbani way, the way he slaughtered his own ram? He bought one for himself and bought one for several people that will not be able to make it. Now, we can as well do that. We started this project over the years in Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation. Our approach is that we gather this money, we encourage people to buy their own and buy for those who will not have the opportunity. Previous year, we were able to cover as much as 27 states, where several families benefited from the meat distribution for them during this Eid celebration. We are appealing this time around to please join this project by making your own donation. You can decide to buy a cow, you can buy ram, you can buy sheep, and you can as well make a donation. Nothing is too much and nothing is too small.
Your donations and contributions will go a long way to put smiles on the faces of many Muslims and their loved ones.
We have done it before. We can't do it again. With your support, we will provide enough ram for the downtrodden in the society. Not less than 7,000 families have benefited from our project. This year again, we intend to do that through your support. And we know you can do it. And we know you have been doing it. Therefore, I implore you, let us cash into this wonderful opportunity to earn a lot of reward from contributing to this great project. You can give us a cow, you can give us a ram, you can give us a goat. No charitable offer is too small. You can even contribute money for us to afford to be able to buy these things and distribute to the less privileged in the society.
Donate to our Qurbani project today and help make many Muslim families happy. Jazakumullahu khairan.
Began, that is for dhikr, remembering Allah.